Hi there, folks. I'm Gene of RPG, and it's a whole new world we live in. Pokemon Johto. On MS Saga A New Dawn. It's Pokemon Johto on MS Saga A New Dawn. Yeah. Anyway, yes, we're in a whole new land in MS Saga A New Dawn. For now, we need to make our way to the Unicorn HQ by basically just following the coastline. Because last time we went through a really long tunnel. And yeah, that's basically all that happened. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. A little more than that happened. For one, Bosley, our former enemy, joined up with us again. Well, not again, but joined up with us in Gavinger's mobile suit. So whatever mobile suit he was in, we now have once again, which is good because he had one of our Gelgoogs. Granted, all of our mobile suits are now kind of running a little bit out of date. The Gundam is, at this point, if we had fully upgraded it, would be doing much better. Well, that goes for all the mobile suits, really. But the Gundam especially, because it's basically on par with the Gelgoogs, even though it's not upgraded at all. But the Gelgoogs, they're starting to outlive, like, they're lasting longer than they probably should. But anyway, here we are, the Unicorn HQ. You in the mobile suits, halt! Proceed any further and you will be attacked. Wait, we don't mean any harm. Why does this keep happening? I know that voice. Is that you, Tristan? What? How do you know me? It's me, Olivia. What are you doing here? What happened? Did we ever actually meet Olivia? Like, I don't think Gavinger actually ever introduced us to Olivia. I know we bumped into her in Eldar Somnia, so it makes sense that she would recognize us. But I don't think we ever actually met her. Like, you guys know what I'm saying. Also, oh boy, this is going to be odd. Like, really odd. Really, not odd, but awkward. Tell me, what exactly happened? And where's Gavinger? Gavinger is dead. Dead? No, that can't be. Why? What happened? He gave his life. He sacrificed himself so that we could escape. That sounds like Gavinger. Can you tell me about it? Exactly how it happened? Well, not really, because we were running. Oh, good. Tristan told Olivia everything. So Gavinger left everything up to you. In that case, I'll try to help you as much as I can. Thank you. Officially speaking, Unicorn HQ can't help directly, but there's nothing stopping me from helping you on my own. Why can't they help us directly? Because Supreme Commander Dustov of the Eisengrad Army has demanded that we arrest you on sight. Arrest us? Why? They claim you betrayed the Eisengrad Army. What? But Hal betrayed them? Commander Dustov must be unaware of who Vizart really is. You mean now we have to fight the Eisengrad Army too? There's no way we'll be able to defeat Vladdy Zarth like this. Oh, don't give up, Tristan. Where there's a will, there's a way. Really? So do you have a way to defeat Vladdy? Come into my office where we can speak in private. Hey, who is that woman? How come she knows Gavinger? Actually, Gavinger was a member of the Unicorns. He was what? I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to hide it from you. It just never really came up. It's okay, I've hidden enough from you myself. Sorry for keeping you. You jerk. Well, let's go talk to this Olivia lady then. Tell us, how can we defeat Vladdy? Gavinger asked me to do a little research for him a while ago. Research? Yes, he must have suspected events would turn out this way. Well, I mean, Hal Vizart, Vladdy Zarth, I mean, come on. Are you saying he was prepared to die? That's the kind of man he was. Why? Why didn't he say anything? You think Gavinger suspected Captain Hal would betray us? Who knows? But he might have noticed that there was some other force behind the Dark Alliance. So tell us, what was Gavinger trying to do? He wanted you to have a powerful new weapon to help you fight your enemies. A new weapon. He asked me to look for a certain mobile suit. The Zeta Gundam. The Zeta Gundam? So that was Gavinger's final wish. That's right. I searched the world for data on the Zeta Gundam, but I couldn't find it anywhere. They probably should have checked Anaheim Electronics. Still, it's too early to give up. We'll need 3 mobile suits, a Gundam Mark II, and a Hyakushiki. Once we have these 3 mobile suits, we can create a Zeta Gundam. 3 mobile suits? That's a tall order. There's no need to find all 3. I already have data for the Gundam Mark II. That leaves us with just 1 to find. We have a Gundam with us. You do? That means all we need is a Hyakushiki, and we can make a Zeta Gundam. Tristan, take this. We received 50 Gundam Mark II data and an ECAP L, because if you couldn't make the Gundam Mark II at this point, you'd kind of be screwed and locked into a dead game. You'll find the G System number 4 to the south of here. Far to the south of here. Use that data to create a Gundam Mark II. Alright. While you're at the G System number 4, I'll look into the Hyakushiki. Once you've created the Gundam Mark II, report back to me. Right! What's in the box? Box? Books. Machina Sapiens. The 3 laws completely forbid the use of G-systems to create life. However, records indicate that Rivage Zarth, the inventor of the G-systems, apparently succeeded in creating a living being. This information is scarce and vague, but describes his elation at creating a life form termed Machina Sapiens. Did it really happen, or was it some strange delusion of Rivage Zarth's? Huh. It's kind of interesting that that's there, but I'll elaborate more later. So we have our new objective. We need to go far to the south. It's really far away. And make a Gundam Mark II. First, let's do some part alterations. Alright, well, I'm back. All I did was put the large type propellant onto Basile's Gelgoog, and then I stuck the enhanced wing to help fix the speed issue. Because Basile's not that fast, but I need him to be at least fast enough he can get the attack off. But with this, he has 5 energy at the start of every fight, which means an immediate shoot-all to hit all enemies. And then I stuck the regular extra wing on Aeon's GM Sniper because she's plenty fast with the dodge thrusters and the extra wing. Also, I stuck the left improved Zegot Claw onto the Gundam for the time being because it adds more to attack power. You do not want to stick the right one on, though, because then you're locked into just using punching attacks, and Tristan's not Tristan is not the greatest with punching attacks. Alright. But why don't we explore the Unicorn HQ a little bit? So let's head back here and stop right there. That area is restricted. Oh. So we can't actually explore the Unicorn HQ at this point, which is unfortunate. But we do have access to the item shop here, and that's important because here we can purchase new mobile suit data. Yay! Also, I need healing meds. But let's go ahead and go over the new mobile suits you can make. The Gelgoog Special, the Gelgoog S. This is the mobile suit Hal was in. I've mentioned before, it is my personal favorite mobile suit ever, actually. I like it more than any Gundam. I like it more than any other mobile suit. That said, it becomes available in this game way too late. It is immediately outdated if you try to make it right now. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. Unless you're going for a completion kind of deal, there is absolutely no reason to make it. It's a pity. Below that is the Nemo. Nemo. I'm not sure how you say it. I see Nemo and I think the fish, so I'm going to be calling it Nemo. Even though I'm pretty sure Nemo's predated, because I believe they were made in the 80s. But anyway, the Nemo is a mobile suit that is slightly stronger than the Gundam. Only slightly. They are very similar in stats, blocks, everything. Not especially worth it if we're talking about the mobile suits we have here available to us to make. But you may want to make one if you're not wanting to make multiple trips. And I'll elaborate on that later. The Marasai is a melee-focused mobile suit. And is actually fairly good if you make it at this point. The thing is, we only have one melee-focused character with us at the moment, which is Tristan. We're also going to be given I don't know if I'd say it's better, but we're going to be given another melee-focused mobile suit very soon here. Plus, we also have the Gundam, which is a melee-focused mobile suit. The Marasai fully upgraded is, I believe, a little bit better than the Gundam fully upgraded. So, if you want to make it, then you can. Without spoiling a whole lot more, though, we will be given a Marasai for free. But the thing is, by the time we get it, it's already outclassed. And so, if you want to actually get some mileage out of a Marasai, I'd recommend make it when we make our trip to the G System number 4. We're going to be passing on it for this playthrough because I don't think we need it. The real shining star here, though, is the Rick Diaz. The Rick Diaz is kind of like how the Gelgoog was. It is better than any of these other mobile suits by a long shot. These mobile suits, the Rick Diaz, are going to last us for a really, really long time. And it's funny because the Rick Diaz is another one of my favorite mobile suits. The data for it is expensive at $200 a pop, so it's going to cost us almost 20 grand for one level 15 Rick Diaz. But it's going to be worth it. And I think I said in an earlier part that we weren't going to be making, aside from the Gelgoogs, we probably weren't going to be making multiples of the same mobile suit. Yeah, no, I've long since changed my mind on that. We're going to be making multiple Rick Diaz's because they're so worth it. But I'll elaborate on that more later because we have a lot more to do first. Also, this is the point in which this is one of 2 mini G systems where you can actually make the thing that we've been saving ECAP-S's for. And I believe you need 30, which I have 31. I'm going to hold off until a point where because I may have gotten a little lucky with random drops, or maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I'm going to hold off until the second place we can make one. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm completely wrong. Oh gosh, I had it backwards. I'm off by 9 ECAP-S's. I can't make it right now. But this is one of, like I said, this is one of 2 mini G systems where you can make the double booster. The double booster is one of the best option parts in this game, and it is definitely what I recommend saving your ECAP-S's for. But with 30, we could make the high-power propellant, but you'll note that it does the exact same thing as the large-type propellant that we just found last part, but it just takes away 15 from speed instead of 30. Not really worth it to make, in my opinion. You could make the defender unit, which is kind of like the double booster, only not as good. Like, nowhere near as good. But nah, you're going to want to save for the double booster. The hyper cannon is a really good weapon, though I don't think we have anything that can actually equip it. Plus, you can get one for free later. The double booster is the real shining gem here. I'm sorry, I thought 31 was enough. Clearly, I am misremembering things. But that is the first mini G system where you can make a double booster. There is another mini G system soonish that you'll be able to make one. That you'll be able to use to make one. We need to heal up before we make our way south. Alright, but I think we are all set to start making our way. It is a pretty long trip, so you want to make sure you have enough supplies. I'm still doing pretty good on supplies, I think. Because I didn't end up using very many of our repair kit DXs that I purchased. I still got 8 regeneration kits and all that. I think I'm good. And I repurchased healing meds because I did notice I was almost out. Well, no, I think I was out. But anyway, we need to make our way south to get to the G system. And like I said, it is a pretty long trek. Almost like it is all the way down in South America. But new enemies, Nemos. Yeah, Nemos. The things we could have just purchased. This is also where they start throwing shot killers into the mix instead of mirror enemies, and that's unfortunate, but it could be worse. The Nemos are very basic mobile suits. I believe they can use beam field, though. They're also really cool looking. I love the color scheme of the Nemos. I don't know. I like the Nemo. It's a pity that in this game, it's not well, no, it is completely outclassed by the Rick Diaz. What am I saying? It's just a pity, though, because I do like it. And make no mistake, if you do decide to make one, it's not like it's going to do terrible or anything. It's not going to be as good. As you can tell, though, the enemies are getting tougher and tougher. We are definitely more outdated. It's probably going to use beam field, actually. Let's change that and instead Mega Fire with the missile shield. As counterintuitive as that's going to feel. But yeah, this is coming at a good time because we really need some new mobile suits. I mean, ours are getting the job done, but oh boy. Alright, from that level up, Aeon gained the boost attack, Gatling Fire. I've talked about it plenty, and like I said, if there's one ranged boost attack that you want to have, it's Gatling Fire. Alright, but more new enemies, Hyzax. Hyzax are very similar, actually, to the Nemos, as far as stats and whatnot go. I believe they are better with melee attacks, though. Regardless, we're going to go ahead and utilize our shoot-all strategy that is the main reason I stuck that type of propellant onto the Gelgoog. As you can tell, not quite as tough as the Nemos, but they're still pretty tough. Well, as far as enemies go, if we're talking about you having made a Hyzac, nah, it's in the same boat as our Gelgoogs at this point. It's just outdated. It needs to be replaced. But another new enemy, High Repair GM. It does exactly what you think it does. It's like the Repair GMs, only it uses High Repair, which is obnoxious. I hate these enemies. You can also defense hack. It's strictly a support mobile suit, although that punch did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Let's go ahead and start shooting, though, to get this done with. I know they can do beam field. Yeah, there it is. I knew it. Ha! I'm not crazy. Yeah, use that shotgun. I don't know what it is about the concept of a shotgun on a mobile suit that I find so odd and humorous. I don't know why I do. I just do. Let's actually switch Tremmy out for Aeon, because we're only about halfway there. Kind of makes you miss the one that's right next to Eisengrad. But we're almost there now, I believe. It's somewhere in this forest. Alright, new enemies though. Hyper Zegox. I believe these enemies can drop improved Zegok claws. It's funny because these are based off of the Red Comet model of Zegok. It's very strange to me that these are here. Well, it is and it isn't, because I do know why they're here. And it's because in the Gundam series, Jaburo is actually in South America. And one of the big things of the original Gundam series is that the Zegox and all of them are aquatic mobile suits made specifically to infiltrate Jaburo. The Gundam series is fun. If you haven't watched it, I very much recommend watching it. Although I will admit the original one, kind of abridged. A little more abridged than I would have expected, but it's still good. I like it. Ah, there it is. The G system. This is the G system number 4? What a mess. I hope it's still functional. I hope Olivia's right about this. Come on, let's go to the core. Yeah, and also unlike the one outside Eisengrad, we still have to run a little ways to get to the actual G system part. On the upside, I think we've actually seen all the enemies that appear in this place at this point. Of course, we'll know for sure as we go through here, because if I run into more, then I run into more. 2 restorative drinks, which is nice. Also, I believe the Nemos have a chance of dropping restorative drinks. And a large type wing. That is a phenomenal option part, and I'm actually really glad we got that. But let's keep on moving. The large type wing is very similar to the enhanced wing, except it only adds 50 to speed instead of 60. I know, big loss there, but it adds 20 to defense as well. And that 20 to defense, in addition to the 50 speed, is so nice. Here we get HP Parts 3, which adds 200 to our HP. We're getting all kinds of nice option parts here. And an armor upgrade kit. That's good, because we're going to probably use that very soon here. I say probably as if I don't know, but I'll elaborate. Probably next part, actually. But you guys will see. You'll all see. You'll all see. I don't know. I don't know why they bother with these switches right next to the door. Eventually, that won't be the case. Like, there will still be switches, but they won't be anywhere near the door. I don't know. It's something that I don't understand. But here we are. So, at this point, you have to make the Gundam Mark II. It will not, like, watch. We're going to try and make a Rick Diaz. Nah, it won't let you. It's so that way you don't lock yourself into a dead game. Although, we have 7 ECAP Ls. Goodness. That's insane. We'll be using a lot of them, but I don't know if we're going to use all 7. Although, we're going to use 3. So this is the Gundam Mark II. It sure is a beaut. Yeah, it is. I actually really love the Gundam Mark II's design. I like it better than the design of the original Gundam, actually. Yeah, it sure is. What is it, Tristan? I wonder why Vladdy gave us the Gundam. Yeah, that is strange. Do you think he knew we would need it to create the Zeta Gundam? Good question. The only way to find out, though, is to ask him. Yeah, standing around chatting isn't going to answer any questions. Well, that's not true if you think hard enough. Exactly my point. Come on. We have the Gundam Mark II now. Let's report back to Olivia. And indeed we shall, next time on MS Saga A New Dawn. No, I haven't forgotten about the Rick Diaz. We're going to make it next time. I'm Gene of RPG, and I'll see you guys then.